Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Jerusalem. In previous episode we conquered a decent bit of Bulgaria as well as Tunis in our wars against the Ottomans and their allies. Ooh, volunteers for the holy fight. Okay, we get 6,000 more manpower. I guess the AI really wants me to start fighting the war, or the next war. But I think what we're going to do first is we'll start upgrading or increasing the size of this army. So we'll go for 12 infantry, 2 cavalry and 10 cannons. There's a little bit of extra infantry there as a buffer, and then the cavalry also is helping a little bit. But we will be expanding this one to eventually to 36,000 as well, but right now the supply limits are a problem, so we don't actually want to go to there quite yet. We need to wait until the tech level 17 before the supply limits are probably going to be sufficient for what we need, but that's alright. We'll be getting the troops in here fairly quickly, and after that it's... there we go, conversion's done in... parts of Tunis at least. Oh, speaking of which, we've got this army in here. There's not too many rebellions about to happen yet. But what we'll do is we'll get the army in here already. We are building up the fort in Alexandria. But we could probably go ahead and... well, actually, we'll wait on that one for now. There's a bit of rebellions. I think the Marines will be safe at the back of the roads right now. We might want to go ahead and get another... well, I suppose that would be decent. How much is that? That's a 50% extra production overall, so that would actually increase the amount of money we get from trade as well, in a roundabout way. So, Mamluks, if I was to declare war on you, I can't call anyone in. You'd have a lot of allies, so that'd be me fighting against about 150,000 or 160,000 almost men with my 90,000 or so. Actually, my 82,000. So it might actually be best for us to wait a little bit longer. Oh, urbanization. Oh. That'd be a lot of base tax, to be fair. I'm going to do that, and we're going to have to take a loan for that, but that's fine. We'll be able to pay it back eventually. Possibly after the war against Mamluks. But that also means that we'll have a bit more troops, so we could actually just go ahead and get... I think what we'll do is we'll have 4 cavalry in the army. So we'll take those 2. So we'll get to the... actually, is that... that's already going to be the 30,000 men then. So yeah, we'll turn that into 30,000 man army as well. So we'll have 2 of these big armies. That's already... ooh, Grand Ball in Jerusalem. Do I want to take another loan? Don't think I need the prestige right now. I mean, the prestige is nice and all that, but we'll be earning that back soon enough. So how are we getting the Splendor? We're getting it decently. I suppose the next one could be the prestige development from missionary. Because we are still doing a lot of conversions. But as soon as this army is ready, I think it's time to do the war. But it might take a little bit longer. Well, actually not that much longer. Right, so this army is now ready. Move it down south. And I think we do have a claim on Cairo, to be fair, so that could be the war goal. Well, that's only... oh, it's only level 2 center of trade as well. Got decent enough income still. I'm not too worried about that one. We might have a... ooh, that's Bulgarian revolt might be a bit of a scary one. I suppose what we could do is we could just go ahead and get a bit more Marines. We'll get to like 12,000 Marines and we'll have 8,000 cannons in here eventually. So there will be a 20,000 man army in total, which means that we might want... well, I don't think we necessarily need to have 2 transport fleets of 20,000 or 20 ships. I think this will be more than enough. So that one's at least now increasing in size. Or will be increasing in size. So I suppose we are probably ready to start the war against Mamluks right now. Still got a bit of missionaries going, with a bit of coring going, but I think... ooh, Spain might want to join if we give them land, but I don't know if I want to. I'll be quite honest. We'll just go with the Holy War Casus Belli as usual. I think our 60,000 man army will be... or armies over here in the south will be more than enough to defeat most of what they're going to be throwing at us. And then of course we've got another 20,000 men over here that can just... march towards Alexandria, so we'll have 80,000 men in here total. While they have about twice as much in total, I don't think they'll be able to bring all of that into battles, so we'll be mostly alright. I'm going to speed up the siege of Cairo as well a little bit. Spend a bit of points, and I suppose since we are still quite a bit ahead of time in tech, we could just go ahead and start increasing development in some places. That's at least a decent bit of points, and that we could already have well over 100,000 men total, which we admittedly are approaching soon enough. Once we get the Marines built, which are slowly building up now, that'll already be 16,000 men. Then we'll just get the cannons in there, and that'll be pretty much, well, that will be 100,000 then. Just gonna go ahead and detach a siege. Keep moving that one forward. We'll have the troops in Alexandria. We can start helping clear out near Cairo. Well, let's actually have a look at the peace deal. So what are we going to take in this? At least those three. Europe might be a problem, but it's not too bad a problem yet. We'll probably take Cairo. We'll take Sinai and Suez. There's a lot of aggressive expansion. Not necessarily want to... Yeah, overextension is going to be pretty bad over there already. And then I guess what we could do is we could either... Well, we can't pillage yet. We could take just a whole lot of money. And then we'll probably be able to pillage them later as well. So that's going to give us a bit of extra cash that we can spend in. Although, do I want to pillage Cairo if we're going to be... Well, you know what? It's not going to be part of a state yet. So yeah, we probably do want to pillage that. Oh, the Netherlands have started the golden era. I'm going to just get a bit more mercantilism. We should be... Oh yeah, we're at 30% now. That's pretty decent improving there. Oh. Cleansing the heresy on... Oh. Venice is converted to Protestant. Okay, yeah, there's a decent bit of Protestant in Italy, actually. And of course, the Nordics are pretty much all Protestant. Great Britain is Anglican. The Dutch are Reformed. As are, well, the area around Switzerland, at least. There's also a lot of Reformed in Austria and Hungary. And Poland's fully, well, mostly Protestant. And Northern Germany. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess right now. Because we've got, well, actually, we've been converting quite nicely. So at least there's plenty of Catholics around the Mediterranean. But we've still got quite a bit of work to do, I'll admit. Now, we'll just... Oh, imports compete with Jerusalem goods. Oh, Portugal. I'll just get another 2 mercantilism. That's going to give us quite a bit of extra domestic trade power. But it does... actually, what does it exactly have? So it's just the provincial trade power modifier is basically double the mercantilism. Embargo efficiency goes up, and bourgeoisie loyalty equilibrium goes up. So at least the bourgeoisie is going to be somewhat loyal. So thus far, no sieges from the enemy. I don't know what they exactly... Oh, there we are. Speak of the devil. They're going to be arriving shortly. Yeah, are you sure that you want to try and siege me down? We haven't actually fought any of their armies yet, so we don't have any significant war score in that regard. These two aren't really... Well, technically speaking, the 4 provinces that we're sieged down thus far aren't really all that valuable as such. I think Cairo is going to fall soon. I suppose I could go for the mountain fort, but that is... Oh, is it level 4 fort already? Okay. Alternatively, I suppose I could go for the desert over here first. To sort of force them towards the coastline over here, where we'll have more troops available to intercept them. Treaties of national philosophy. Either clergy lose a bit of... Oh, that Sovereign True Faith goes down. Or we get even more loyalty. You know what? Why is that innovation right now? It's 57. Getting an extra point in there could be quite nice. We'll take that one. And clergy is still loyal, more or less. I mean, it's not necessarily quite as loyal as it could be. It's good enough for now. There we go. Cairo has been seized down. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and split the army in half. And we'll have some troops seizing down Tabuk already. Ah, right. Truce with France has ended. We only have a truce with Ottomans now, actually. Right. We got another conversion. Oh, was that core done? Well, I think that was a conversion, actually. We got 6,000 men over there in the north. I suppose this one could head over there, starts fighting out some of the smaller armies, at least. Let's go ahead and bring in the extra artillery in here. Although we can do the barrage there to speed up things. Oh, invasion. Alright, then if you really want to do that. We've only got 1 transport in there. We really need to get a bit of a fleet on the Red Sea here, soon enough. Once we get Sinai and Asuas and all that, we can probably start building at least, you know, 10 galleys or something like that would be enough to make them think at least twice or more before attacking. There's 18,000 men over there. That's a bit more than I was hoping for. Those can be combined. And I suppose at the same time, this could be split up. Seize down a bit more of Egypt. Oh dear, we just lost a general. It was a general going in here. Oh dear. Alright, let's get a new one. 3350. I mean, that's actually going to be really good on catching up the enemy. It's not all bad. They got a bit better general in there, admittedly, but it's not massively better. They are now running away, but they won't be able to get out of there. Siege down Fayoum. I think this should be a victory. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of cores done in Bulgaria. We've got a massive morale and discipline advantage, though. So I think we are most likely going to win this. Yeah, there we go. The casualties, there wasn't a massive difference in there. But it was a victory, and that counts as a victory for the war score, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it does. That's only 3, unfortunately, but it's a start. So, what about Tabuk? How close are we sieging that one down? It's going to take a while still. There's 21,000 men over here. They're probably going to try and de-siege that one. I'm going to try and save up a bit of cash to pay off the loan that we have, and then we'll probably start building up a fort in... Well, I suppose if we take the boat, I don't think we'll be taking that in this peace deal, though. We probably could. I mean, let's put in the... No, I can't pillage it. Oh, right, because... Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I could take that fort, actually. Give it a bit more defensiveness in here. That would be quite a bit of extension, and a lot of aggressive expansion. Enough to possibly start causing a bit of a coalition. I'm not too worried about it yet. So we siege down all of that. We can continue sieging down over here in Egypt. As soon as we get to Book, we can go ahead and clear this one. I mean, how is they've got the lower Milty actually. So if they go to Man, we might be able to catch them somewhere in here. They do have a bit more troops though. Let's get to Al-Karak, so, you know, threaten the enemy a little bit. They might be doing another landing in here, but okay, I don't think they will actually. These can move on. Just continue the sieging through here. So that one's now retreating again. Now that they realize that, oh crap, that's actually not looking good. Can we? Yes, we can catch the small army here. It's going to be a stack wipe. An easy stack wipe at that. Yeah, we lost 100 men. That is really nice. They do have a bit of the man... Well, I don't suppose they have the manpower advantage here fully. There's 19,000 men over there in the northeast, kind of waiting to cross the border. But again, I don't think those will be crossing over either. Right, we need to take Tabuk, and then that's going to allow us to... Well, it's not going to be enough to take the peace deal yet. Oh, right, I forgot about these. Screw up these. We got the general in here, at least, with a lot of shock. That will probably give us a bit better results in... Well, it will give us better results in the shock rolls. We should be able to... Oh, Ottoman no longer a valid rival. Well, I suppose they are being seized down. They are quite weak. They don't really have the manpower anymore that they used to. Let's go ahead and send this one north. That one, it might be able to scare off some of those armies away. Right, and then these two, of course, needed to move forward. So who are we actually fighting in here? Mamluks, Hadramut, Yas and Hasa and Ajam and Transoxiana. So we got quite a... Oh, and Ajuran as well, which is actually relatively strong in here. They tend to be quite strong in the end. Oh, right. Well, I suppose we can end the embargo with Ottomans now. They are transferring trade power to me anyway, so it doesn't change too much. They got a lot of troops in there. I don't know if I want to attack in here. Oh, there we go. That was the rebellion dealt with. Oh, the Austrians were moving in here as well. I think they may have tried to help me. So where's this Irani? Oh, it's all the way over there, where the enemies are. Well, that's fine. I don't suppose I can... No, I can't provoke them. Not during a war, I reckon. It would be fun, though. But exploity as hell. Oh, Dolgadere is independent now. Oh, Austria and Carpathia. Alright, then. Oh, there's Dolgadere. So that is guaranteed by Austria for now. I do have claims on them, so that's at least going to be another nation that we can quite easily destroy. Easily and quickly destroy, in fact. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of these smaller armies in here, and I suppose now might be time to kind of group up these two armies. Clear out the enemy army here. So, if we have a look at... No, we still need to get the siege into book completed, which is still taking... Well, it's a mountain fort, I suppose, so that does take a while. We're going to have a bit of battle in here. We might... Oh, they brought in the big army. I don't think Mamluks are actually going to try to move in here, though. There we go, that's one victory. We got the 26,000... They do have generals in there, actually. Just not particularly good ones. Right, if we could just get that one down, we can send the army north and start help clear out these. I guess these two armies can now go ahead and fight off the enemy in us one. Should be... oh, that is gonna be easy. Yeah, that's a sack wipe, in fact. There we go. We siege down Orpha. We really need to have some sort of fort in here. Like, over there would probably be quite a nice location. Speaking of which, I suppose, well, yeah, we could just use the money and start building one there. Admittedly, I was planning on paying off the loan first, wasn't I? But that can wait now. So the enemy... oh, that doesn't have a leader in there at all. I think they will still utilize the other leader. But I think we've got a fairly good chance of... oh, there's the rebellion. Oh, dang it. That was a bit bad timing then. But yeah, we're the defenders. We got the discipline and morale advantage. Oh, the front line has all... the center of the front line already fell. So that was quite an easy victory. Let's go ahead and defeat the rebellion in the meanwhile. And then these two armies can keep on moving south. The enemy... well, Mamluks at least are now medium enthusiasm. As soon as we get to Book, that's going to make it a lot closer for them to give up. The rebellion over here shouldn't be making much of a resistance, I reckon. So that is going to be an easy victory. And we could invest into... ooh, trade efficiency is quite tempting. We've still got 7 years ahead of time. So that should be even more money from trade. Let's see, 58 right now. Go ahead and consolidate the regiments and then attack this 9,000 army there. That's not too bad. And that is a lot of conversions done. There's another small army. Oh, hello. I can't change the ruler in here. Or the leader in there. Oh, there we go. We finally... it was about a year of sieging here. But I suppose I'm going to move in the army north to help clear out this. And over here, we're holding the enemy back for long enough, I reckon, that our reinforcements will arrive. There we go. We take over the leadership of the battle. We did take a bit of casualties in there, for sure, actually quite a bit. But we won the battle in the end. Go ahead and combine the armies. This one we might actually lose. But we got the army heading north at least. The Arduran seems to be quite strong. Plus, you know, they managed to catch me a little bit off guard there. But there we go, at least we are slowly gaining ground in here. And the enemy is, well, still not really wanting to take the peace deal, admittedly. Understandably so, I'd say. But this army is going all the way to Jerusalem. That's kind of a safe location right now, especially with Tabuk being sieged down. And then they got the 24,000 army. They did at least retreat. And just keep that one pushing further. So how bad is that? That is actually quite a bit of troops in here. Let's not get in there right now. Can I catch any of that? No, not really. I'm gonna wait until they start splitting up the army in here. A lot of those are moving out of there, so we can stack wipe with a small army. They do have the manpower advantage in this region, for sure, though. I mean, this one's going to be recuperating reasonably quickly, I hope. Is there any... ooh, yes, morale of armies. That's going to be quite lovely. There we go, that's the stack wipe. I can probably go ahead and... actually, let's attack in here. Norfa. Might be another stack wipe, actually. There we go, that is a sack wipe, and those are moving in. No, not anymore. Well, they were moving in. Oh, now the Russians are sieging down Ottomans. Oh, yeah, no wonder that they're no longer really a threat, are they? We can move the Marines back south, and then I suppose this one can go to Suakin, and after that, we might start going to Arabia to seize more of that down. I guess if we were to consolidate the regiments and then attack in here, we might be able to get this another victory. I mean, we've got the morale advantage and the tactics advantage. Oh, wow, massive tactics advantage, in fact. We've got a fairly good leader as well, especially with the 10% morale damage increase. That is massively good. Especially when you got the morale advantage in the first place. It means that you won't take too much damage in the end. So someone's... oh, it's Tuscany privateering me. Alright then. I think it might be time to split off a few Carracks. And go ahead and hunt pirates. I would guess in Aleppo. Yeah, there we go. That'll probably take care of them. I guess this army could already go into Arabia, because this one's going to be done soon enough. So overall, they still have the manpower advantage. But probably not for long. I mean, we've got the ticking war score, first of all, already on our side. Actually, how about you just wait on the mountains here for now? We'll use that area. So after we take a bit, well, especially Cairo and all that, we'll probably take a bit more of Egypt, and then also we'll start slowly moving towards Medina and Mecca. Especially if we take Mecca, that's going to give us an extra missionary, more prestige, and more tolerant true faith. So that's going to be quite nice. Also, I don't suppose off the triggered modifier... Oh, because I'm not in Europe, I don't get the Catholic Empire modifier. Okay, that one needs to pull back. Let's pull behind Jerusalem. Although, I suppose they're going to Tabuk first. They need to de-siege that one. And our army coming from south should be able to break off that siege. Let's go and de-siege Mardin. Yeah, 32,000 men over here, that is... Oh, yeah, they've got a lot in here. Let's get to the mountains. They probably won't be doing too much about that one. And we'll be defending in the book now. Ooh, 50 admin power, and that's quite nice. Oh, it might have been giving us like a point in stability or something, since we're already full. That might be the reason. We're not too far from being able to get the next level of artillery, and that's going to be making them really handy. So that's especially the point where we want to have a pretty much a full row of artillery, if we can manage it on each battle. But I think it might be time to go ahead and move into Tabuk. They will probably send in the 19 or 20,000 men army to assist. So overall, they might have a little bit of advantage in numbers, but it is not going to be sufficient to beat... Oh, unfair taxes. I'll just go with what we have. So they get the -2. They got the better shock there. Our tactics are better, our discipline is better. And that was another victory. We did take a bit more casualties, admittedly. But it was a victory. And now I suppose the big army can go along the coastline, and the smaller army can go into the desert right now. But now we've got a war score of 52% already. They will not take the peace deal yet. I'm not actually going to send the army from here. I'm just going to pull it back to Hama or something, so it's not instantly visible. Although I'm pretty sure the AI will still kind of know where it is. Instinctively, but he shouldn't be acting on it, hopefully. No, once we get the mill, that's going to be something that we'll build in Constantinople, because that is going to be very valuable. How much are we getting from production right now, anyway? 42 ducats, okay. Taxation is about 61, and trade is another 60. That's pretty easy. We get a bit of war operations as well. I suppose we still need to pay off the loan, don't we? We need another 400 ducats for that. Now, admittedly, well, actually not getting much, because the reinforcements are costing us 31 ducats per month right now. Oh boy. Well, there we go. That's another conversion done. Or coring rather done first, and now we can convert it. Right, Medina. I think we're gonna actually. Does somebody have any? You've got one siege pip. Commando does not have any, so we'll just send this army to the mountain for. It's a bit risky. Scientific innovativeness goes up. They got like one battalion over there on the fleet, but they're not really utilizing it. Use the barrage to get the siege down a bit faster. But they are still medium enthusiasm, but I'm pretty sure that I mean, at least the ticking war score is already 5 points for us. And I'm sure that soon enough they will start probably surrendering. Don't think I'll be able to kind of push out any of the other... Oh, I can't go in there. Okay. Well, Jabal Shamar, at least we can go to. That's quite a familiar province to us from the Vicky 3 playthroughs that we've had. So are they still prioritizing Aleppo? They're trying to, but we do reduce it quite a bit. Oh, they got a food shortage in Medina. Very nice. They'll surrender a bit sooner. Oh, there's the army again. So Arduran is still kind of the one big thing that is causing a lot of issues. Over here in the east, they must have a lot of... Oh, Ajam is fighting against Russia as well, so that's why their troops are not really helping. Okay, so if we have a look at the manpower, they still got quite an advantage in there. Overall, like they've got about 100, yeah, about 155,000 men total. Mamluks are now low enthusiasm, so they will probably start leaning towards taking the peace deal a bit sooner rather than later, but we'll probably still need to siege down a decent bit and get a few more victories. But there we go, Jabal Shamar has been sieged down, a water shortage in Medina. What are they sieging down? Oh, right over there. Yeah, that makes sense. Do they have... Oh yeah, they got more armies. No, actually, that's heading south. I could try sending this one out to Egypt again. I suppose that's more like Sudan. But regardless, we can send it down there. Push back the enemy. There is Russians sieging. Right, so the Russians are probably causing a lot of issues there. Who are the Russians fighting anyway? Ottomans and Ajam only. Okay. So would Ajam be willing to take a white peace? I wonder. Not really. Not yet, at least. Right, they did manage to retake Suakin, but that's... oh, there we go. Medina has been sieged down. Go to the coastline. Push back the enemy even further. And that was yet another mountain fort that we just captured. Oh. Be the first one to invest in Miltech. You know what? The extra artillery fire is quite tasty. And combat with. And we'll also unlock the trading fields, which means even more local manpower. It's a bit expensive building, admittedly. At the same time, you know what? Yeah, we'll take it. The extra 4 innovativeness is quite handy. And we'll switch our artillery to probably chambered demi-cannon, actually. There's a lot more fire damage with that. Probably need to wait a month or two before we attack that one. We've got the numbers advantage in for this combat, at least. I don't know if we can catch up to that. Oh, for this army discipline is a bit higher. Okay, that's quite nice. Right, let's head over to Mecca and we'll seize that one down. We'll take quite a bit of attrition this war, unfortunately. But that's kind of to be expected. It's been a bit of bloody war. But at least we will be getting a lot of land from this. And this battle... oh yeah, we got the morale advantage, we got the tactics advantage, and the discipline advantage. And our artillery probably dealt a lot more damage as well. So there we go, that's a victory. They're now 59% in the negative. Is there anyone that would be willing to take a peace deal? Like, Ajam is probably the closest one because they're being sieged down. If we're going to push them out of the war, that would at least be a little bit of troops that we wouldn't have to worry about coming in from the east. They're going to do the barrage over here in Mecca as well. And there we go, conversion to Orphan completed. We've got a bit of rebel factions that might be firing soon. So that's a bit of a concern. But we'll probably be fine. Still another 200 ducats, more or less, to pay off the loan. But admittedly, from the peace deal, we should be getting enough to get that sorted. Get a bit more cancelled in the meanwhile. We don't need prestige or stability, rather, or anything like that. So we don't need to worry about it. Oh, there's 18,000 man army there. I think they might be preparing for a bit of a spoiling attack in here. Oh, Asham, how about you? Step out of the war. Are you willing to give me anything? Probably not. We don't have war score, so let's just white piece you out. And that means that the enemy armies are now a lot smaller. We're roughly equal now. Well, not necessarily quite, but a lot closer than what we used to be. Now we'll just need to wait for the diplomat to return, and then... well, I don't think Mamluks are going to take the peace deal yet. But it's definitely getting a lot closer than what it used to be. Well, they're trying to pass through here. I think they can go to Jabal Shammar, but I don't know if they can go... well, actually, I think they might be able to go past Medina. With some trickery. Oh, there's the army. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this clear, close to Mecca so that our armies are going to be able to help one another. And would they take the peace deal? Not yet. I don't know if these are... so that one's heading down south. They're not attacking yet. Oh dear. We lost the admiral of the big fleet. We'll get a new one. 5523. That's actually pretty darn good. Oh, and Transoxiana had some troops in here, but those are black flag right now. So that's not going to be an issue. They do have a whole lot of troops in here, though. I only got like 50-something thousand. So that's probably not going to be enough to push them back for all that long, but hopefully we can get the siege done fairly quickly. Okay, there we are. Can I could probably attack there. At least get in here. So is that... the bigger army is heading down there right now. Okay, so that's not really going to be very helpful. Not yet. Oh, also declare war on Venice. Claims from our rivals. Ah, we get a claim on Tabuk. Excellent. So that's actually going to be a little bit cheaper to core us now, because we didn't have claim it there before. Come on, just give me that siege. Nope. Water torches, at least. The 67% war score already. They are not willing to take the peace deal yet. But now we can get down here, so at least we'll be close to Mecca, and we'll be able to siege down more lands. Congo's casus belli against Russia. We're entering heresy against Russia. Oh, wow. Okay. They've got quite a bit of strong allies, though, so it's going to be a bit easier said than done to conquer that area now, but we will have to fight the Russians, I suppose. But yeah, that's a bit of border gore. Ooh, we can get another reform. So this is actually something that is going to be interesting. So we got the war economy could be quite nice, reducing the ship and regiment costs and allowing us to maybe take the war taxes for a little bit cheaper cost. At the same time, we could go for the embrace the economic theory, which reduces the inflation quite a bit and interest per annum, because we do have a bit of a need for loans every now and then. Or we could go for the free trade, increases the institution spread and trade power abroad, or make a mercantilistic approach, which increases the domestic trade power. Merchant trade power +5 and cost to promote mercantilism -10%. Now, admittedly, we only use the papal points for that promotion, so it's unnecessary perhaps. Or we could go curtail the burghers, that would reduce their influence. Trade company governing costs would go down and trade steering would go up. Or empower the burghers, which increases trade efficiency, global trade power +5%. And they would get more influence and a bit more loyalty. I think we're probably going to go with the economic theory though, just to reduce the interest and inflation, because we'll probably be gaining a lot of inflation with the various peace deal that we'll maybe be making anyway. Oh, come on, still failing on that siege, are we? Well, at least we got a little bit more. How close are we able to pay off the loan? We need 2 more months, I think. Then we should be able to do it. Now we're going to get admin tech. I think I'm going to wait on that one because we are going to get a lot of land that we need to start coring. Hopefully as soon as possible, so that we don't get too much or the overextension is going to be reduced as quickly as possible. So I'm going to hold off on the coring. Just get Mecca, and we'll probably do a bit of fighting in here. Oh, there we go. That is a desert, so even though we are the attackers, it's not going to matter too much. Oh, that was a sack wipe. Alright then, well, at least with Mecca, that's actually quite a bit more war score for us. It's still a -50 or so for the peace deal. And with that, I'm afraid we are actually out of time for the episode by quite a bit. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you have it already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.